Testing, testing. Nice. So today's replay review is for a silver ranked Jamie. So we'll be looking at a lot of beginner mistakes today and how to avoid them. I actually looked at a random replay and I was very impressed with this guy's mechanical ability for silver rank. So I think realistically, if this guy gets more consistent, he'll be gold, plat in a very short amount of time. So let's start with the Zangief and see what this guy's cooking up. So this guy was asking for bread and butter combos, and out of all of the basic stuff, what would be the first thing to learn first? And that one has a very easy answer. The first thing to learn is your anti-airs. Holy shit. You know, this isn't a bad idea. Playing like this is setting the pace of the game, which is good. Okay, drink number one, very nice. Here's the first problem. So what I would recommend here just going into the drink wrecker, that's okay. That's probably your best option. Oops. That one's also okay. But in the future, you'll be upgrading this combo to the Shen Shao combo. And as you can see, we ended up in the corner, which is perfect for Jamie. This is where you want to be most of the time. And also, Also a +4 for a throw. That would be the best outcome, and it justifies spending the drive meter in the first place. That's unfortunate. Another good option. Oops, did I control the wrong guy? Yes. You can just go into heavy palm and go for a drink. Heavy arrow kick is okay too. But just know, if you drivers cancel, you can go into heavy palm. And you'll get better combos if you go into heavy palm and not crouching medium punch. That's unfortunate. I mean, the other problem with this is you have less than 1 bar of drive, so you could actually lose the round very quickly now. Unlucky. This was a very nice sweep. +4 in the corner, which is what we're looking for. Now here, you can actually just press standing medium kick. So, well, probably the safest option for you. Just do something like that. Or we can do driver's cancel, which is a bit more expensive. Or if the opponent starts powering, you can go for a throw, which will get you a punish counter throw. But that's more advanced, and that would be for players who actually know the matchup. But 5 MK is very good there. Is that intentional? You know, I respect the attempt of a command grab, but what was this trying to be? SA1? So in this situation, it's okay to slow down your tempo, play a bit slower, and just see what happens. Because you could just be doing nothing and then net yourself a nice anti-air, and then it's judo time in the corner, and you'll win the game. Make sure you throw the opponents. Don't be nice. We want to get as much ranked points as possible, after all. Oh shit. This happens way too often. I want to stop the replay control, or the replay takeover, but I end up messing up the replay. Whoops. Anyway, moving on. I think this will be more of an overview rather than a, nitpicking every interaction. Because this is just about fixing common mistakes, which I wanted to make a video on, just covering all of it, but I'll probably do that in this stream. Very nice. Now, if the opponent is giving you a free punish counter, there's no need to drive rush cancel here. You know, so make sure you do this. Something like that. So if you are going to drive rush cancel, you can go 2 HP every part. You can also go for a throw for leave you +4. Those are two good options that you can go for. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't go from drive rush, crouching medium punch into 2 HP. We're not plus enough for that. So you have to be careful with drive impact, because actually you spending it would burn you out, and if it fails, you'll be in burnout, which will put you in a very bad situation. I would recommend again waiting for that, which is a very common thing in lower ranks. And if you can anti-air with light arrow kick, your opponent basically has 50% less HP to work with, and you'll probably win the majority of your games if you're consistent. This seems not quite burnout and corner. That is unfortunate. Might be okay to jump out of the corner, take the risk. Level 2, straight away. There's a time and place for doing this, and unfortunately at round start, I mean, the problem is you're wasting your SO2 timer if you activate it raw. So typically you want to do it at a time where you would be helping yourself react to something, like near the corner, dodging a drive impact, or making an anti-air slightly easier for yourself. Using SO2 like this is a bit of a waste. Okay, so you've just got the record knockdown, so you can go for an overhead, or you can go for forward heavy kick. I would recommend forward heavy kick, but sometimes the overhead is good when you want to mix up the opponent. Okay, so you had a safe jump there, so make sure you always take the safe jump. So right here, you're plus 42, so all you have to do is jump heavy punch. And you can repeat this until you win. But make sure you're holding down back when you jump. That's important to block any reversal that might happen when the opponent wakes up. The other problem is that any drinks in the corner won't carry over during the install, but because we have maybe one mix-up before we run out of level 4 drink levels. Going 2 HP into OD Palm is very good here. Plus 4, so we can go for a drink. And just press standing medium kick, like I showed you in the previous game. I was not expecting a silver rack player to be able to dive kick so well. Oh god. So right here, you could just go for a sweep, then repeat that sequence again. And this is unfortunate, but you're full HP. That was a complete waste of resources on the opponent's part. Alright, nice hand here. Now a better bread and butter combo here is that if you know you're going to hit, go for jump heavy punch into crouching heavy punch into whatever special, into the most damaging special you have unlocked. Something like that would be good. It's also okay. It's better if you full spend and kill the opponent there. That would be ideal. When you're getting better at the game, winning the game in less interactions will be what you want to aim for. Very nice. That actually happens a lot. Traverse 5 HP, catching jumps, so being ready for that, it's nice to see. If you block this, you can go for a walk up throw. And after a forward throw, you can dry rush forward heavy kick. The other combo you could go for is this one. The Shen Shao combo. It's tricky, but well worth knowing how to do. Okay, unfortunate. this was an important anti-air. Because this is a safe jump in the corner. And then you can just repeat that. You could also try going for jump heavy kick into sweep. That will leave you Glusterer in the corner. And I don't think it's too hard to do for a silver. Should be doable. I think someone who can do a dive kick could be very capable of doing that. Dry Fresh Cancel into Record Drink is a bit of a waste, so I would try and avoid doing that. Yeah, it's not... not quite in range for a throw. So... before you dry rush, consider, will I push my opponent into the corner? Because when you spend resources in this game, you have to consider, is the reward worth it? And in most cases, if you're just randomly drive rush cancelling as a reaction or a bad habit, you're probably not spending your drive meter in the best way possible. And you're leaving a lot of damage and Oki and pressure situations on the table. Okay. Moving on to Ed. Okay, round start. OD palm. No initial -1 here, so it's not great. There's actually a technique here. There's a secret technique that I use in my raid games. And it goes like this. First we throw out a standing light punch. And then we go into OD palm. And this is one of my core round start gambits, where I'll do this, you know, and then go into level 2, push the opponent to the corner and mix them up ferociously. It's probably the highest tempo thing you can do with Jamie. OD palm, level 2. Anyway, I like to call this move the Paris Palm because there was a French player, Kiwi, he would throw out these OD palms every 10 seconds or something. And sometimes it would work, sometimes it won't. You do have to be careful against that. He can very easily counter hit you with his flicker jab or whatever. Oh. You have to be careful, drivers canceling. A lot of Japanese players like to go for crouching medium punch here because it sets up a shimmy. Or you can go for 2LP and go into whatever combo that gives you a drink. You'll get better at hit confirming. But generally you want to save the driver's cancel for when you actually get a punish counter. Or the way I see it is that if you drive rush cancel early, you have to go for a throw. You have to get your level 1 drink. Another good opportunity right here. You can walk up throw after hitting standing heavy punch. It doesn't push your opponent that far away, and you're plus enough to walk up and throw. Here was an opportunity. Could back throw. A back throw into drink is not safe. But throwing your opponent into the corner when you can will be very good if you can do that. It's very easy to do as well. If you're going to jump, make sure it's hard for the opponent to enter. So you want to jump when it might cross up the opponent. I don't think I can get the timing. Something like that. And the spacing for that is a bit tricky to find during a ranked game. I'd also not jump near the corner. Your opponent is expecting you to jump. You know, you could try something like this instead. Just drive rush at them and get some plus rooms. Very risky. Another thing you can do to improve very quickly is just not take any risks, or not that you're not taking risks, but there's some risk taking that is more in the opponent's favor than yours, so it's almost too risky to jump here. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a very cheap thing to do, but you can get very high just by doing this. Drive rush 2LP. You know, just doing drive rush 2LP will carry you very high up in the ranks. Oh my god. A cheeky drink. Worth the attempt, worth knowing when you can do it. might save you. That's unfortunate. Oh, you went for a back high? I think he would have been fine now. Oh, maybe not. Unfortunate that you ran into the special move, but it could have been a lot worse. Okay, one drink, very nice. Now, this is a very common mistake for all levels of play. When you go into wreck a drink in the corner, and we're -1, so we actually lose our turn. What would be better would be just going for the safe jump again. Oops. And that's what you have to do at this rank. If you get into that situation, your opponent will probably lose control of the game very quickly. It's kind of an auto-winning situation for you. So make sure if you're near the corner, always take the safe jump when you can. A very risky move. I would definitely watch your own replays and try and work out when you drive impact and avoid doing it, because it will get punished at higher ranks. And you're -1 again, which is another mistake. We want to keep our turn for as long as possible and keep mixing up the opponent. So I would recommend just doing this. Go into a safe jump. Or the other option is going into OD Palm level 2. Sorry, not level 2. Just going for the +4. Oops. I mean, you can go into level 2 as well. This is a more advanced combo. I use that combo a lot, every chance I get. But at draw rank, it would be enough to do a safe jump or OD Palm. Oops, OD Palm, sweep drink. Okay. If the opponent is not jumping, You can try and whiff punish. Maybe do something like that. Or just go into a safe jump or +4 from a sweep drink combo. Ooh. So you spent 4 bars here. That's a very nice drive impact. That will make the id player think twice. But anyway, all you have to you did hit the toe, so you can actually go for a flashier combo. I wonder if you can kill. Maybe something like that. That'll kill. Now this is a bit tricky. You have to delay the sweep slightly, but you can get the sweep drink +4. So you have +4 in the corner, so you could go for a throw or strike, but also you're not spending 4 bars for, you know, effectively doing nothing. Yeah. You can actually just DI again. Like in this situation, if the opponent drive impacts back, they'll lose the game. So throwing out random DIs is actually very strong when the opponent has low HP, if they'll die to the DI. So keep that in the back of your mind. Random DIs are good, sometimes. You know, so round start you can just do I would recommend doing that. Sometimes you have to delay it if they walk back. But you should win most interactions with that move. Oh wait, the frame data is gone. There we go. Jumping a little too much. That was a nice drive impact. So a while ago, Swoop got nerfed, where it was more minus on block even at the max range. So I'll be a bit more careful about throwing out Swoop like this. It used to be hard to punish. Worth the attempt, it would probably kill if that back eye hit. Heavy back eye, SA3, it kills. So you're 4 resources, so instead of heavy Bakai, you know, you could go for something like that. Driver's cancel into command grab is quite useful. I was doing a lot of random drinks when Yemi wakes up, and I think that I was mashing. Oh, okay. I just noticed that you weren't in the chat. Yeah, there's a verification because of bots, you know. I don't wanna deal with that. Oh, the Jamie Mirror. I am a Jamie Mirror expert. I've played hundreds of Jamie Mirrors, so I can tell you exactly what to do. I can show you what are the gimmicks. What were you saying? So random drinks. Yeah. Well, the thing is with doing random drinks is that when they work, you've got a drink, and that's always worth taking on the risk for doing it. So no issues there really. You'll work it out when you can drink and when you can. Okay. Okay, gentleman's agreement. Level 4. Ooh. Okay. Too busy messing around. Oh. When does the gameplay start? Okay, never mind. Unfortunate. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's okay. There is some drink level 4 stuff that you can do that you don't get a chance to do normally, but you know. Oh, okay. We'll see what to do with the OD fan. I believe you can do. You perfect parry the fan, go into standing heavy punch. That's what I've seen a few pro level Jamie's doing. Yeah, he let you win the match. Well, unfortunately, that's not very beneficial for you. There's no growth if you don't if you win. A round start option you can do is just jump heavy kick. You might get something like that. And then you can go into whatever combo. I mean, probably for you, for your rank, you know. If you can do that, that's going to be an amazing result for you. Okay, guess wrong. Like in this situation, you can actually HP is very good if you block a medium attack, or if you block 2 light attacks, you can go for standing heavy punch, and you'll probably counter hit something. Ooh. There we go. That'd be the best option you could do off of driver's cancel, but it's hard. And if you don't know the timing for 5 HP on that combo, they have made a guide for it on the old YouTube channel. So right here, you get the I'd recommend practicing this one. Jump, standing, jump, medium kick into standing medium punch target combo. Into your light arrow kick, strike throw. You can also do it with medium arrow kick if you want a manually timer throw, but it's hard. You can also go for 2 HP into heavy palm, although you have to react to the punish counter. But if you don't know the result of the jump in, you can go for this, because on hit or block you can go for a mix up. It's very strong. Anyway. Okay, the throw was whiffed. Make sure you punish that with target combo. Go into the strike throw. Nice throw tech. So after this throw tech, a drive rush is very common, and since you're burnt out, you have to defend here. So it's a good time to go for a jump. I'm mistiming it. There we go. This would be the ideal outcome. Anyway, so I would be thinking about how would I get the opponent into the corner. And sometimes the opponent will just walk themselves into the corner. Like with the situation I just shown. And you don't necessarily have to spend resources to push the opponent into the corner. Sometimes you can let the opponent be too aggressive and you can punish that without spending resources with a side swap jump like that. Anyway. I mean, you can also check it with like a 2 MP or something. But you get much more reward with the jump. That's unfortunate. Very nice. Risky. Very, very risky. But what are you gonna do with the 3 drinks? Okay, we're gonna fuck everything up. So... So I'd recommend going, you know, if your target combo is blocked, go into OD Wrecker. 1 hit, because you can do this. And you can set up a frame trap situation which will beat a lot of lower ranked players if you loop that. I was just sparing forward and knowing. Yeah, that's okay. So it's very common to see lower ranked players burn themselves out with driver's cancel. Yeah. So first thing to know is that driver's cancel and target combo destroy your damage scaling. So you have to avoid using it if you want. Or committing too much into the combo when you've already destroyed the damage scaling, because it's already at 50%. It's 53%, so you gotta convert this into better Roki for yourself. So all you have to do, like a really simple one, is just go into crouching heavy punch. Oh yeah, there's also an easy setup for a command grab that I'll show you. So for that one, you get a safe jump. You get a safe jump and whiff crouching heavy punch. And if we're in the corner, it'll be +7, which is the perfect timing for a command grab. It's a bit of a gimmick, but it actually is quite effective at catching people off guard, because it's faster than a safe jump, although the safe jump pressure is better than going for the command grab. Overall, having a balanced offense and mixing stuff up would be your best approach to being a better player. Anyway. Oh, very nice. Very, very, very nice for HP. So don't let the opponent neutral jump you for free. Be ready with an anti-air. That actually wins you the game. Although it is hard to do. If you think the opponent is going to throw a fireball, it's time for Bakai. It's Bakai time. You can also go for OD Bakai and make it safe for level 2. So those are some good options there. can also buffer SA3. You know, so right here you do this. When you see the fan, you just tap your punch button. So that's all you have to do there. Okay. And that's it, is it? Yep. Okay. Most of my players don't know how to abuse the OD fan stuff she has. So, and then when a Maya player does know how good the fan is, they actually rely on it too much and end up kind of skewing their game plan and make it easy to counter if you know the counter play, which unfortunately is perfect parry. So my guess I do what she wants anyway. Okay, round set option. Cheeky jump. Not too bad. Okay. You're playing too far back. So right here, you want to walk forward, take up the space. Okay, that's actually it goes quite far. The main point being you want to be in range. Oops. You want to be in range for that. And again, the other option number 2 is going for the Shen Shell combo, which is the heavy punch and sweep drink. Okay, guess wrong. Unlucky. So, if you know you're going to hit, give yourself the best reward possible. Go for heavy punch. Okay, that's your... That would be better than this. You could go for 2 drinks here. +9 here. Yeah, you could go for crouching heavy punch. And there's that combo, which is always good. You could also go for heavy Bakai. And then follow it up with a... So with heavy Bakai, you can do this. Dash forward. Go. A lot of these things you can autopilot into punish the opponent for pressing buttons. Oh, the problem is for most of the match I'm not looking at my resources. And then sometimes you look at it and then that will resource management is tricky because it's solely dependent on the situation of when and where you spend your resources. Because if you don't do anything, sometimes you can die without spending SA3. Or like in the earlier replay, you spend SA2 but then waste some of the timer because it wasn't during a combo. But at your rank, it's really... The only thing to worry about is not burning yourself out with a driver's cancel. If you could do that, you'll be fine up until master rank. Like, if you don't burn yourself out, with a misplanned driver's cancel, you'll be fine in terms of resource management. Or the general rule to follow is, you know, never driver's cancel if you're below 3 bars. But if you're between 4 and 5 bars, you know, you could consider a driver's cancel. It'll be okay if things don't work out. That was my approach for a long time at this rank. Okay, let's see what you... I think you did the record. I mean, this is okay. One thing to note is that after a knockdown, a jump is relatively risky. So be careful. I see. So, in a situation where you're between +1 and 3, but you're not plus enough to link a crouching light punch, an option for a throw is on the table. So you can just walk up and throw here. Oh, that's not even needed, you can throw. That is a very good option. And in fact, getting into the habit of throwing the opponent a lot is really hard to deal with. And it's very effective at all levels of play, just going for 50-50s, driver, strike throw, that sort of stuff. It's very good. Very hard to stop as well. This is what I like to call a high-level mind game. So you get your wrecker blocked, but I would finish the wrecker. Sometimes the opponent presses a button and you go from a -6 situation into a drink and a knockdown, but you know, it's if you're going to lose either way, I think it's better to fully commit to the wrecker, because there's always a chance you might actually hit the opponent and save yourself from getting punish counted. Nice throw attack. Oh, this looks like a bad habit. You've done the same thing again. You know, just go for the sweep there. It's not really that much more reward. Oh, I wonder if SE1 will kill. Yeah, so just be careful about that. It's kind of a way, like OD DP doesn't really do anything for you, you know? The result after doing the OD DP is you get like a knockdown mid-screen, but you can't really do anything with it. You're actually minus on +40, so you're like -2 here. No, you're plus. It's just not ideal. I mean, you could also do this. This is a bit more of a high level awareness. You can just walk detect. Oops. So you get the throw tech here. You can actually just you could do something like that, which is very cheeky. So if you have the feeling that the opponent will jump, you could go for a higher reward side swap, which is, you know, it's funny when it happens and it looks very big brain. You do have to be very confident in yourself to walk forward when you're in the corner, but you know there's a time and place, and you get heavily rewarded for doing it. So, more importantly, it's a safe jump in the corner and a side swap. So why not, huh? You might as well just go for the tournament winning player. Anyway. Bit of a waste of resources there. I wonder if you can just 2MP this. Yep. Yeah, so be mindful of that. Some drive rushes you can check with 2MP. I thought I would have punished counter fine. That would have been a kill. I'd give you lots of resources. Ah. Yeah, nice drink. Oh. So when the opponent is like wiggling forwards and back, they're probably looking for a drive rush. So you could try and check it. That happens more often in my games. I just go for wreck a drink. Anyway, unlucky, guess wrong. You don't even have to spend the OD dive kick, because the jump heavy kick actually gives you it gives you the juggle points needed to follow up with sweep. So you can optimize that situation and not spend two bars, which is better. Yeah, it's better to go for that than to go for OD dive kick. Save some resources. Ooh. Don't let the opponent whiff a standing heavy kick in your face. You know, this is like a whiff punish situation. It's hard to do though. That would be like the ideal situation. Anyway. A very common thing is the vertical jump here, so I mean, you can get out of the corner, or just go for this. Or this. Yeah. Don't let this fake pressure work. Yeah. Very nice. It's a bit annoying because you're on low HP, it means you can lose to a wake-up reversal, so... Yeah, you'll have to like bait the... You'll have to bait the reversal there. Just block. Pretend to throw the opponent, but don't throw them, and wait for the reversal. Okay. This is first thing you need to work on is just being consistent at that. Yeah. Yeah, if the opponent can't jump at you at silver rank, they've lost the game. You'll just beat them. There's not too much more to say, you know? Ooh. Try and avoid drive rush cancelling. You can skip the 5 HP and just go for the, you know, just go for the sweep. That's also okay. Very nice. Unlucky. Why is still plus? Oh. So, fortunately, you just have to check this. I believe it's tricky. Yeah, and then you go into whatever combo. You can make things easier for yourself and do heavy punch. Oh, maybe it's not that good. No. Oh, you backdashed. It's not the best backdash. Because if the Might was to jump here, you would miss the opportunity to anti-air or side swap by walking forward and dashing. You also miss the opportunity to check drivers. But if the Mai actually put you in a strike throw situation, then the backdash will be fine, because you're actually dodging a potential throw. But here the backdash doesn't do anything for you really. In other words, only backdash in the corner if you think it will be thrown. I mean, driver's throw is a thing, so it's not... I guess what I said isn't that, you know, technically wrong. It's all a guess at the end of the day. That's, you know, that's fighting games. Is this bad habit showing up again? You know, all you have to do here, just go into your CA and you win the game. But would you have the awareness to do that? Maybe not. Yeah. So, be aware of this. OD dive kick, OD DP, you just stop doing it. No, it's not good. 4 bars for 2k damage? That's bad. You know? 2k damage for 4 bars spent? Not good. It's always fun to see what each player's bad habit is. It's all what makes each of us unique. Okay, that's another edge. Skip that. Oh, Dawson. Dawson is purely a test of your patience. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how patient you are. There's also some Dawson tricks I can show you as well. The first one is your round start option. We'll see if it happens actually. Because you can punish counter the limb with crouching heavy punch if he chooses to throw it out at round start. Ah. Yeah, you can 2 HP that limb. Anyway. You walk back 2 HP. Okay. Let's see what happens. Because it's not, you know, when you lose to a character like Dawson, it's not so much that you played bad. Normally it's just you don't understand what this guy does. Because how many Dawsons do you play against? I mean, you can play Dawson yourself, and then you'll know basically what to do in the matchup. You'll understand the flow of his pressure, and then you can more easily react to stuff. Okay. So you have 2 options. Like, you either gamble and start drive rushing in, or you can gamble with a drink by backing up and creating space for yourself. So, you know, just drinking here is good. You see how that kick missed, and I got a drink. Like, you just back up, drink. Or you can like bait the drink and get a punish. If that's a punish counter, it does work. But it's just hard to time it sometimes. There we go. And then you go into whatever combo. And that's how you punish a Dawson who's throwing out limbs. Or you just back up and drink, which is my preferred option. Because you drinking is more consistent than reacting to a punish counter with punish. Anyway. So I would not run at this guy if I wasn't if I did not have my target combo unlocked, in other words, drink level 1. So make sure you get drink level 1 first. Drink level 2 is good as well. For some reason, Dawson players love to drive impact and drive reversal, so you can be a bit more ready for that. Okay. You know. And then it's judo time. You know, and then you do something like this. So your options are only palm or SA1 or sweep drink. So that's basically what you want to aim for in the corner. And that would be your best options for pressuring the opponent in the corner. You know, if you see them float in the air, you can maybe go for a jump heavy kick. Okay. When you get this juggle, you have a few different options. You could just go for a sweep trick. Oh. Yeah, you can go for this. I think you can go for a double DP as well. Depends on the height this. It's like a max range. There we go. It's not too bad, but you burn yourself out for it. I'd probably just do this, you know. Going for the +4 strike throw is a priority in your routing. Make sure you always go for the sweep drink. Okay, that's just unlucky. So I would not dash forward against Dawson because all of his buttons can hit you. What you want to do is this. Oh, I can't. You just wanna walk forward and parry. Dashing forward is not a good round side option. It can lose to a lot of things, a lot of random things, mind you. Oh, here we go. This is yeah, but oh. Yeah. A bit out of practice for doing this. Trying to go into level 2. There we go. Yeah, you can go into level 2 and then use that to go into 2 HP OD Palm or Heavy Palm, whatever safe gem special in the corner. That would be your follow-up options. Anyway. So just know that it's just as risky for the dial sim to throw out these buttons than it is for you to walk into them. That is unfortunate. But 5 HP does break that. When you get a counter hit, you go into standing light kick, crouching light punch, target light arrow kick. That's the optimal. Oops. Another option, that's good. Go for the strike throw again. Yep, there's a good time to 5 HP. Though some can't wake up, drive impact you. So you can go for SA3 here, try and burn out the opponent, which I don't think you can. Yeah, burning out the opponent in the corner is your win condition, so sometimes you can go for it if they have 2 bars of drive, to maybe 1.5. This is -1 in the corner, so it's much better for you to do this. Soup drink. You know, and then you do whatever mix-up you want to do. The general rule is don't do Rekka drink in the corner. You're -1. You lose your turn. You have to do OD Rekka to be +1, and then maybe you'll steal your turn back with mashing 2 LP. But that's not great. Ooh, very nice. So this is a jump heavy kick. Yeah, jump heavy kick might actually catch jumping. Oh yeah, just so you know, this move has a extended hurt box, so you can get clipped by the most random stuff ever. The worst thing I've seen that's happened to me is when Non does her hit grab, and it just so happens to be the right timing to hit me out of the air during my command grab, which is ridiculous. Jamie's dive kick is very strong, but it's also very bad. Okay. You know, make sure you're buffering stuff. SA3, SA2, you'll kill there. If you can kill the opponent, it's always worth fully spending all of your resources. You also have a throw here as well. If you dash forward, you can throw. Because you're plus 23. Have a meaty throw. You can also do this. Oh. Driver 6 HK if you add more to drive meter. Yeah, you could dash forward with throw after here. What's that? Okay, you know, and then it's judo time. And you'll win the game probably. Didn't know you could fly across the screen. Yeah, so it works with other characters as well, not just Dalsim, so yeah, Driver 6 HK is very good. It's good against JP as well. It does send you full screen. I think the range is actually a bit longer for, oh my god. So this is a mistake here. You know? Don't spend, you're wasting your critical out here. You know, the guy's dead. I mean, sometimes you can autopilot, right? Like when you're stressed out in a game. This is what happens. But you know, just now, you know, Dalsim is winning this match. He's up in resources, which means he'll get his super level 3 first, which is the scary part. So, but on the other hand, if you were to start this match with critical up, level 3, you know, if the Dalsim does any minor mistake, you can take away half his HP, just dumping SA3, so something to think about. Oh yeah, that was like, I think you asked the question like when to spend resources. Well, that would be a solid example of that. You know, you would be like, if I fully spend all of my resources, would it make the final round? Will the final round be in my favor or not? But you know, at this rank, it's not that important. Okay. I mean, why not? I mean, you can hold parry here. So you can just hold parry and get some meter back. Okay. Jump heavy kick next time. It would be a lot easier to hit the opponent with a jump heavy kick than a jump medium kick. Throw. You gotta throw there, or press 2 OP. Very nice. Okay, made a mistake here. So I would recommend doing this. You can have 2 drinks. Like your options are 2 drinks. Or your other option is 1 drink. Heavy back eye. I like to do this. sets up some nice pressure for you. And you do have level 2 and level 4. And I think level 2 and drink level 4 is better than Jamie's level 3. Because it gives you 3 bars of drive back, halves your burnout timer. So you could drive rush cancel here and not have to worry about being in a tricky situation, because SA2 can bail you out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's just unfortunate that this happens, so I would go into the training room and just practice the looping pressure, jump, heavy punch, heavy palm, and then loop the jump again. Just keep practicing that and eventually you'll get the hang of it. You have a 5 HP here. It's not a safe shot. It's a bit more damage. Yeah. You could also go for a sweep drink as well after the... Yeah, it looks very cool. Okay. Didn't go that bad, did it? Last time is not that hard of a matchup. Well, I mean, it is hard, but if you're flexible and you can, you know, accept the fact that characters have different strengths and weaknesses, and you know, you can adapt, you can play differently according to the matchup, you'll be okay. And I think that good and bad matchups are just an excuse for players to say, oh, you know, oh, I lost because the matchup's hard, but, you know, it's just the mechanics in Street Fighter 6 are just too good. You know, perfect parry, all of your problems away. Okay, we're going in. You know what I think you should have done? It's just called walking forward, you know, and you just do this. Something like that would be better than spending 3 bars to walk forward. You think you had a sweeper. Okay, you have to drive rush for it, so, you know, whatever. Okay, that was a lucky sweep. So doing a one-hit confirm like this is just too fucking difficult. So the trick is to just buffer drive rush. I know, just do this. If you look at my inputs, and then if I happen to hit Darcel, I drive rush. And because you drive rush, you're more plus, so you can go into crouching heavy punch and then go into your plus 42 strike for, you know, double dash forward, that stuff. So nice drive reversal. So that was minus doing 2 dashes. What you should have done. So if you actually want safer pressure, Just drive rush 6 HK. If I was a bit closer, you can do this. Yeah, on a Wrecker knockdown, you can do you can go for a medium par, and if it hits, you'll get a juggle with 5 HP. And if you block, you'll be like +3 or something, so you'll be okay. Anyway. So my rule here is if Wrecker gets blocked, I'll go into OD Wrecker. Oops. Oops. And you'll be +1, so you can DI back. Yeah. So you'll be okay there. Okay, here's a mistake. You've just drivers cancelled. Put yourself into burnout. You know what you should be doing? Just, you know, you just tap parry. Tap parry and approach like this. And when you're close, you start just, you know, you can just do whatever. Dalsim's win condition is to keep you away. It's to zone you, right? So he actually doesn't have that many good tools at a close range, which is where you can kind of do whatever you want when you're close. Dalsim has weak defense, so you know, if you can go for, if you're outranged in a matchup, you can go for a light palm. Highly recommend that. It's good against Siglet as well. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but getting thrown there is probably the best outcome, because Dalsim could do some fucked up stuff with, you know, resources plus a good knockdown like DI. What is it, like OD Fireball plus Teleport Flow, or, you know, that sort of nonsense. The sets up, it would set up another strike for a situation where you'd have to guess, and guessing is what I don't want to do. Yeah. Okay, got our meter back, and here I'd be like, thank God I got my drive meter back. I'm not gonna lose. Okay. Yeah, just gotta parry those. What were you doing? You were not blocking, so generally if you block a fireball, it's still the opponent's turn, so I can only say be a bit more patient. So, you know, honestly, if you're patient enough, Dalsim will lose to himself. Like, the Dalsim player will panic and start doing random bullshit. Drive reversal, drive impact, random super reversal, especially wake up SA2. Okay, that's a mistake. -1 in the corner. SP the best. Why? Because of +4 strike throw. Maybe bait. Bait something. And then, shimmy 60%. You also, another thing to know. So right here you have two options. You can go for your sweep drink like that, or you can go for... Or at level 4 that would be plus on block. Dash 4. So when you get a Wrecker knockdown in the corner, you have a few different options. Oops. So you could go for medium pump. Something like that. You can also do OD power. Has the same frame data as medium power. Oh, it's a bit slower. Or it has I can't remember. It's both +26 or something. That's when you can do a melee. Oh, I guess it's just medium pump. Yeah, so I mean the best option would be just going into OD Prime Sweep Drink. Anyway, let's see what you do. Oh yeah, -1. I mean, you'd actually lose her if you mashed a 4-frame button. Another very common mistake for low ranks that's a problem all the way up to Diamond and low Master. Well, maybe not Master, but... So you get to a situation here. So you happen to get a light string going. Oh wait. Huh. Well, the point is you need to cancel those lights into a light back eye for your safe jump. It's actually very strange that you counter hit there somehow. That's what we like to say, I got lucky. Is that a bug? I've never seen that bug before. Just a floating fireball. It shouldn't be there. Alright, there's a bug, right? Yeah, look at this. What do, Capcom fix your game, lol? Oh, hey DJ, how's it going? This guy is not silver, I'm telling you. It's like, mechanically, this guy is a plat player. Like, he just has to fix a few small, things. And this guy will be plat, probably. Yeah. We're very lucky that Dial Sim isn't doing anything threatening in Burnout. Okay. Gotta go into your light back eye. Oops. Yeah, light back eye safe jump. That's the... I mean, you could make the exception of going into SA3 to stall the burnout timer and get out burnout faster. Oh, I mean, this is the problem when you're -1. You won't get counter hit there if you don't go for the record drink. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that too when I fought him. Oh, you have to explain that a bit more. Well, you're on a bit. Sorry. I don't check the chat that frequently enough to then remember. Oh, this was the match that I watched, actually. And I quite like this one. Luke versus Jamie was quite fun in season 1. Had to play that matchup alone. Okay, Luke from Beijing versus our Jamie Bravo. Okay. Round start Paris bomb, very nice. Oh, when it works. Oh yeah. If you hit this max range, so you'll be like, oh, I hit this max range, you can actually just mindlessly. Yeah, you could throw out the, and I'm not doing anything like, oh, I got to space this. It spaces itself, so you can just be like, whatever. You know, get your Shen Shell combo. Yeah, do something like that. Anyway. Okay, playing neutral. I mean, what you could be doing is just not play neutral. You know, don't play neutral. Just say, fuck you. Time to guess. There is a time and place for the drive rush to LP though, because some players will catch on a bit earlier and then they'll actually check your drive rush. Even if they're bad at doing it, because you're presenting the option to them too aggressively, or you're like saying, you know, I'm going to do this every time, and that makes it easy to counter. But always being at the drive rush 2OP range is also the range for a good light kick anti-air. So getting into the habit of drive rushing a 2LP and being at the distance where it doesn't whiff is it's going to be good for your general positioning. You know, you won't have to worry about whiffing stuff. Oh, what happened there? Okay. Where is it? I mean, I would jump. Yeah, jump heavy kick, you know. So I've just got a knockdown with a throw, so I might expect a jump. Then just followed it up like that. If you get the target combo, jump, medium punch, dive kick, you can dash forward and be +7, which is perfect for standing medium punch or command grab. So I'd recommend learning that one. Oh shit. When I thought the Dawson player. Oh, I get it, yeah. I actually was playing a bit of Ryu yesterday, and I had no source, but fundamentally, you know, I was anti-airing, checking drivers and all that stuff, so yeah. I understand what you're saying now. Or what you were saying, yeah. What happened here? You got lucky. Okay. I mean, you might just get this, to be honest. And you get your strike throw, yeah. Getting a drive rush 5 HP punish counter going to OD Bekai is a ton of damage. So I would try and look out for that when you can. Okay. Yep. 2 MP OD palm would be better than -1. You know, you could get back thrown here as well, which is also scary. Good stuff. I mean, here, like, there's not really an excuse to why you drive rush cancelled here, because it's not random. You know, the guy is literally asking to get punish countered, so, you know, I would just wait a second and be very careful to drive rush cancel here. Like, normally I just wait and don't drive rush cancel. Or I don't buff for the drive rush cancel. Oh my god. You got lucky here. But if you don't want to be lucky, you can leave it something like this. Yeah. You can whiff a 5 LP and then have a meaty command grab in that situation. So that's much better than manually timing the command grab. Unless you're like a robot. It just makes me laugh. And you also could have just killed him. So I made this mistake, which was if I get an OD command grab, you know, all you have to do here at this point is just OD palm SA1 and you'll get the kill. But your other option, you know, you could be a bit more flashy. And go for that. Or you could be a troll. Go for a Drig. He jumps. What is it? It's like this. Yeah, you're +6 if you go for a jump. Medium punch or jump, medium kick, drink. It's a funny way to reset someone. I wouldn't recommend it unless, you know, it's 2 bars for a drink and being +6, so. It's funny though. Oh, it's funny. Okay. Anti-air attempt, very nice. Ooh. You know, a 1700, no, an 1800 Jamie player from Japan was like, just use OD dive kick as OP, and that's that's what just happened. So maybe Japan Jamies just do dive kick a little bit more in neutral, like they just throw it out. But European Jamies throw out the OD bar more. Like it's a similar type of situation. You're just looking for some kind of punish. I know it's a different reason. The dive kick is punishing poking, and then the OD palm is just, I guess, throwing it out and hoping for the best, which isn't great. Light kick anti-air mist. Oh yeah, the other rule is, Jamie, like whenever you get a knockdown, make sure you drink to level 1, because this is much better than, not being at drink level 0 is much better than having to risk another 50-50 to get your drink, meaning so this is much better than oh, for God's sake. Replay review. It's not much better than getting a raw drink here. Because the opponent might reversal, and you'll lose your drink, and you'll lose your turn. So yeah, getting your drink is more important than getting the strike throw. Almost always, by the way. It's actually game losing if you stay on drink level 0. So you almost always have to go to drink level 1. Unless you're just deliberately not drinking, which is, sober Jamie, which I wouldn't recommend until you get to master rank. And that's like training for masochists. You stay at drink level 0 and you make the game exceptionally harder, but well, you can win through fundamentals. So it's training a different era of Jamie, but also being comfortable at drink level 0 will help you out in the JP and Darcy matchups and the Gar matchups where they'll stop you from drinking. But it's not that big of a deal, though. Anyway. Okay. I would make a video on this, but I don't have the editing skills and I don't have the time, so I would have to do it in one take and plan things out, which I tried to do it one weekend, but it's quite hard. Oh, we're playing neutral. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. You are the first. Like the silver rank with the highest anti-air results ever. Oh my god! Look at this guy. Okay. Would have liked to seen Bakai there. But okay, here's another funny thing. So at drink level 3, the situation changes because getting to drink level 4 is arguably better than getting a strike throw. So that it is a serious it's a serious upgrade to your character. So this might actually be better than a strike throw if you can use drink level 4 properly. Oh my god. Okay, this is the sort of combo that makes me throw up when I see it. Drive Rush destroyed your scaling. Going into the last of the Wrecker also destroyed your scaling, so ideally you know, we have 70% scaling instead of 30 or something. That would be what to aim for, but you know, considering Luke's HP and you've already won the first round, you could do whatever, but... Oh, it was OD, okay, well. OD Wrecker keeps the scaling, so it's not that bad. But yeah. Rule number 3. Never ever Wrecker and go into SA3. I hate it when I see that. Like, the exception to that rule is if you kill, then that's fine, but you'll start your SA3 combo at 50% scaling. You know, it's terrible. Okay, I need to take a small break. I'll be back in a minute or so. I'm back. Let's see what happens. Oh, we gotta be the cheat. Yeah, well, I was taking my medicine because this week's been pretty awful. I'm sick. Well, not sick. A different type of sickness that I have to take extra medication for, which sucks. Okay. It makes you, when I see the replays doing those kind of things. Also, I make a habit of what you said earlier after reviewing my replays. Since that's the replay was like a month and a half ago. Anyway, thank you for the tips. Really appreciate it. You're welcome. You know? You're welcome. Okay. I want to pick. Oh, maybe some. The Bison and Blanca replays will be good to go through. Also, if you've left to do something else, and the guy who this replay review was for, there will be a VOD on YouTube. You know, that you can watch back and look at all of your mistakes. I originally wanted to do this to record a bunch of different Jamies. Like, I wanted to play custom rooms against different high-level Jamies just to capture their gameplay, which I sort of did in the Jamie Mirrors playlist. But, yeah. I mean, the more documentation that I can gather together and put on the YouTube channel, you know, the better Jamies will be, because it'll be easier to review and improve, etc., etc. Anyway. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, Blanca Pool is just something you have to parry. Perfect parry. Or you can go for 2 MP. 2 MP sweep drink. You know, that's your other option. That's quite good. Anyway. Yeah, you don't want to sweep that. Okay. I hate this type of playstyle. Do random stuff, or random command grab, whatever. I would lose as this player as well, you know. Like, it doesn't matter that I've got lots of experience, I'd lose this. Too old, can't react. Okay, that was nice. Here's a good time to just jump out of the corner. You might get something. Ooh. Missed the sweep drink. This is OD Palm super drink. Very, very important. Is, you know, you're staying at drink level 0, so it's not good. Okay. And I know you missed the anti-over because this is the type of player that ruins your mental stack. Okay. Let's go on to the second replay and see if anything's happened. Yeah, maybe I should do commentary, you know. Like Jamie only commentary. Be be good. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's the command grab, okay. Yeah, I don't think you can sweep the blanket more. Okay, I think this is an anti-air. Yep. Ha, that's another bad habit that I have, tapping parry too much. It's probably a lot of players' bad habits, actually. Considering that scamming someone with perfect parry and then winning the game for it, or having the momentum of the match completely switch to your side is, you know, that's perfect parry, I guess. A very reasonable change to make perfect parry only happen with the correct blocking of high and low strikes. Much needed change. Made this game a little less brain dead. That's what we like to see. Anyway. Holding forward is quite good in the corner. So I think we get anti. It'll be tricky. You have to walk forward and then it depends on the knockdown. Yeah. That would be ideal, but you know, you can't always play in the most optimal way. That's okay. Oh my god. So if you get the high juggle, you have a lot of different options actually, but yeah, the easiest one is this. You could do some cool stuff there. You have enough height to get the drive rush 2 HP on the OD palm. So you can do a lot of damage there. You also have the double DP. I think it's called the double dragon combo. Oops. Alright, yeah. If you hit a heavy DP at the max height, you can follow up with a OD DP, which is quite rare that you can link special moves together on a knockdown. They require a setup, normally you hitting in the later active frames of the move. Oh, they got around there. You know, you can't let these blanket players overwhelm you with their random stuff. You gotta stick to the fundamentals, you know. Yeah, don't sweep that. Ooh. You have the right idea, you know, you'll work it out. I think you can do the same thing with this move. It's a bit harder. I mean, just doing this is also very good. It's a good way to counter blanket. Also, if he was to do a blanket ball, he would side swap with you and end up in the corner, which would be to your advantage as well. Yeah, neutral jumps are pretty good. You have, oh shit. You have a meaty DI on that back throw there. Well, I don't think there's much more to look through on that Blanca matchup. Okay, onto the. Let's have a look at this Bison. Because there's a fun technique. Like, if this Bison does the Devil's Reverse, you can use Tensei Kick to counter it and get a sweep trick. I mean, but sometimes it doesn't work. Oh shit. This isn't Bison. What happened? Oh well. I mean, there's lots to learn from a Shoto matchup as well, because they're not as complicated as a character, so you end up seeing more interesting stuff from the Jamie player. You know, they don't have to worry about random neutral skips. Okay. Oh, we have a better combo here. Oops. If I time it right. Wow, that would be... Yep, Shed Shell combo. Oh, I think we also have enough space for... I'm controlling the wrong guy. Oh, okay. Oops. It's definitely a lot harder in the replay reviews. So, if the opponent's back is to the wall during OD palm, during an OD palm knockdown, you're close enough where you can follow up with some different buttons. So that's what you actually can follow up with a drive rush if you want to, but it's more spacing dependent. Like, it's almost not worth doing because you're spending so much drive for like kind of bad damage. Because it's a drive rush plus a light, so you know your best option past that point is just a sweep drink. Anyway. I've never seen a silver player anti-air so much in a replay review. That almost makes me think, why is this guy silver? A much better player than Silverek. Okay, always take the safe jump. No. Always take the safe jump. Remember that rule. Holy shit. Is this guy my favorite Jamie player? He might just be. So oh my god. Okay. You know, bonus points to this guy. I think you can 5 HP this. Like if you get, there we go, just like the Blanca wall. I mean, you can DI on reaction. That's the other counter player. Oh yeah, this was damn it. Basically 5 HP on block, you can, if you have the knowledge that the opponent is mashing, you can go for a guaranteed perfect parry. One, if you know the timing for it, and two, you have the observational skills to assess the opponent and be like, they're mashing on my -3 on block, 5 HP. It's a very interesting way to play a Jamie where you're like constantly perfect parrying stuff. It looks very cool, but it's solely dependent on the opponent mashing and trying to steal their turn back, which at diamond rank, you know, that happens way too much. I actually lost against a Viper player because I was mashing. And they had good Oki with good melee options, and I was just getting counter hit too much. Anyway. So, you know, you would tap down, back, and parry, and you'll get the... I mean, sometimes it's... you just hold back and parry, it kind of depends what the opponent likes to do. Okay. Oh. You know, if you're going to gamble, here's my... I wouldn't say this is a rule for playing Jamie, but more of my personal rule, is that whenever I gamble, I just assume one, things will work out, and two, I'm going to go for the maximum reward. So in this case, it would be jump 2 HP. But that, you know... Yeah, you really should have got on that record drink before. You know, you'd be at 2 drinks by now. Okay, never mind. Is this another mistake here, or is the dash here actually makes anti-airing very tricky if they decide to jump forward. They can also press a button to stuff you out here, so I would like, I wouldn't dash here. And on a blocked drive impact, a lot of people jump, so you can actually jump 5 HK here. It's, you know, it's kind of a funny way to make someone jump and then be ready with the, you know, jump heavy kick combo. I would tap parry here. Because I don't know if Ken's gonna go high or low, so I'd rather not think about it and just parry. Because it would block both his high and low Jin rate. Does lose to punish counter throw, but the fact that the Ken has to stop the wrecker in the first place is the point of parrying. Anyway. Ooh. You know, this is a punish counter 5 HK. And you walk back a little bit and you just go, I'll throw it out. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Also, this guy's not jumping at you, so... You know, these are the types of players that you can throw out a standing heavy kicker. You know, just throw it out. Not heavy back high. Mm. I mean, you can DI that, I think. Or, well, it's a light version. I don't know. Kind of a safe option would be like, it's the same thing with Cammy. Like Cammy has a similar thing to Ken where you can, they do the vault move. And you can, you can chuck out 5 HP and interrupt it. And get a sweep drink. I mean, it's something like that. In fact, a lot of higher level Jamies just throw out 5 LP randomly. That's probably why. Ooh. Yeah, let's see. You know, if we're gonna jump in, you might as well always press a button. So, yeah. It's kind of rare to not press a button when you jump, so like you have to be deliberately baiting out something. But generally, if you're jumping forward, you're just gonna throw out a button. Because it's going to lead to, you know, punish counter, Oki, whatever. Buff Jamie? Buff Jamie? Give him a record that works? I would drink here. Get to level 4. Oh wait, the timer. I wasn't paying attention. Ha! Oh, you had the right idea here. So the trick is to wait for the last wrecker. And during the animation, you do the input for the super, and it will come out, you know? It's the last hit of Wrecker. So... okay. Something to be aware of.
Jamie wins.
I mean, even if your Wrecker gets blocked and the opponent is low HP like that, you can buffer the SA3 on hit or on block just in case. Oh, sorry, you'd buffer it on block just in case it hits on the final hit and then react. But, well, you know, it's kind of a similar thing with you would buffer an SA1 behind a 4 HP or forward heavy kick, just in case someone DIs.
We gotta do this. Come on. Round 1. Fight.
This wasn't Bison, this is Ken, I'm blind. Okay, we guessed wrong. I mean, if you're committed to drinking, going for... Well, you have a few different options here. Since you're in the corner, you can try this. Yeah, I mean you could do that if you're a gamer, you know, you could go for that combo. But 2 HP heavy palm drink, that's probably, or 2 HP heavy arrow kick drink is probably the best option there. Like if you're gonna drink anyway, I might as well just get like a few hundred more points of damage in. Oh, you wasted that. You know, you can't waste the freebies. You can't waste the. Wow. Anyway, you know the drill. Shed shell combo off the punish counter 5 HK. I mean, you could have gone for light arrow kick, which would have been a little bit better. You have heavy Bekai. I mean, you. Heavy Bekai is quite good here. Oops. I mean, you also have the Zhen Shao combo, which is always going to be your best option, because it puts you in the corner for the strike throw. Although heavy Bekai builds a lot of resources, so you know it's one or the other depending on if you want to push for level 2, I guess. I mean, both build a lot of resources. I'm not sure if the Shen Shao combo is more super meter gains than the 2 HP heavy Bekai. It's close. Random OD. I mean, this also could be a dive kick. Yeah, this was a instant dive kick. I mean, this happens more times than you would think. Okay. You gotta get into the habit of going into light Bekai here, like target combo. I mean, I don't know. I mean, going into level 4 is okay as well, you know, but getting the strike throw would be you winning the game on the next interaction. Whereas going for the drink, you know, it doesn't do anything for you, really. Because the next interaction is going to be a kill anyway, regardless if you drink level 3 or drink level 4. Okay, you want to go for, I mean, go for the double palm. There's the most damage. Meterless, I think. There's no point going for the drink level wrecker. I mean, you're already drink level 4. Oh, a wasted opportunity. I mean, oh, this is interesting. Oh, not quite a C3. Yeah, you could go for a punish counter throw and put them in the corner, which is very strong. Or, you know, just go for the old reliable combo. Not quite. We're not quite in the corner, so just doing your best highest damage combo on the punish counter would be probably better. Oh, that was very cool to see. Nice, I respect the attempt. Always worth doing in a real game. That's where you know, if you're doing a hard combo, that's when you'll get the best practice is in a real game. It's funny because I think OD would have killed there. Yep. The one time you don't do your habit of OD dive kick, OD arrow kick. You know, it's a funny game, isn't it? Okay, Ken does his thing, wake up PP. Nice.
Jamie wins.
Okay, let's see if there's so the Jamie Maris. Okay. Okay, hopefully there's something in the Jamie mirror that's that will highlight some things you can do. Okay. It's a gentleman's agreement, it seems. Okay. Because you're not going to reach the corner in one dash, you can go for a medium palm here and be safe to it'll be like +2 or +3 on block or something. Okay. Okay, that's the jump heavy kick, sweet missed. Light kick, anti-air missed. You missed some extra damage here. Oops. And you go into whatever combo. Instant dive kick is very hard. Assumes you're messing up the quarter circle back and you're getting command grab, which is unfortunate. So your best option here would be a back throw. Go for the back throw here. Have to walk forward. Interesting, there's enough pushback on that. And then you could go for a meaty DI, which, you know, will catch all the players off guard. You know, finish the wrecker, get the knockdown. It also builds a lot of meter. So cancelling the wrecker early, it's a bit of a waste. And then you go into driver's cancel. Like what happened here? Normally the opponent blocks here, but because they got hit, it actually messes up some of your options. It's very hard to react to. Normally a driver's cancel, I assume someone's just gonna block. Yeah. Is that another dive kick? Oh, it's not quarter circle forward, up forward kick. It's quarter circle back, up forward kick. That's how you do the instant dive kick. You're doing the quarter circle forward the wrong way, I think. And you're getting command grab. So in this situation, you can actually go for a 2MP command grab. Maybe I'm wrong? Or is it like this? Oh, it wasn't grounded. Never mind. That's actually really funny. Huh. Might actually be useful against an opponent who likes to throw. Back throw a lot. You know, you can learn something at every rank. Even at silver rank, you can learn some interesting interactions. You can try I like to go for this sometimes against characters with no fireball. Let's go for the sway here. You know, sometimes you can catch the opponent doing something, or you get the equivalent of 2 drinks. Oh. I messed it up. I mean, you could do this. Like, if you need to kill the opponent, you can do this. This is a good combo to learn. Oh, I fucked it up. Man, if the opponent has less than 50%, you can kill them with this combo, which is good to learn. Oh, where's that dropping? That's weird. Well, it would be 2 HP drive rush, OD palm, 2 HP drive rush, 2 MP, heavy back high. Or ending in your highest damage. Special move unlocked. I think you can kill here, if I'm not mistaken. Go for the combo that Tantanaman did in the Evo. What is this? Like this. It's a 5 HK or something. Wow. Yeah, 2 HP punish counter heavy Bakai is your highest damage combo starter. Gives you very, very good scaling. There really, really should be a punish counter command grab that gives you some good reward. Because currently, for an OD move that punish counters, you get absolutely nothing. And it destroys your scaling. Because you can, like, I'm pretty sure you don't even need SA3 to kill. This might be enough. It's not. Yeah, so the two main problems there was OD command grab, going into Wrecker, yeah. For high damage combos, generally less is more. So you want to increase the quality of your strikes, not the amount of resource you spend. That's the general rule. I mean, I think 2MP could have worked as well. No. Wow. Oh yeah, sweep is a good way to punish with punish stuff. So if you have the reactions, you know, why not sweep drink every move that is not connecting with your face? You know, if your target combo gets blocked, go into OD Wrecker. That'll make you +1 instead of -6. Which is worth, you know, it's worth it. You know, if this was a guess the rank, and I put this gameplay up on the screen, people would not guess. So, yeah, there's a free punish counter. You did like 1,000 damage instead of 3,000. Oh. OD dive kick into heavy Bakai doesn't work, unfortunately. I think you would have to do light Bakai.
Round 1. Fight.
Max range, bomb, more plus frames, anti-air mist. Replacing your punish counter with 2 HP will be very good for your damage output, because currently you could be dealing about 50% more damage. Okay, we're wasting 4 bars of drive. You know what? Realistically, what you should be doing, I think you can DI this. You can attack the drive gauge, that's a good option. This is actually not that bad. You take away even more drive meter with level 3. Yeah, that would be the best option. This one's okay too. Leads into a command grab like this. Yeah. This is a situation where that is a sway counter hit situation, so you know, it's something to consider when you get the knockdown in the corner. Well, you're not quite in the corner. You do need space for that sway to not get clipped by random stuff. Unfortunately, the timing was a bit too early. You need to delay it. You need to delay the tensei kick more to get the anti-air. You have a few different options on the tensei kick. Whatever juggle combo you want will kill. So do something that looks cool. That's my advice. So if you're a -7 and you go for a plus move, sorry, you go for a slow move like OD Palm, you're probably going to lose. You know, you gotta go for a different option. Something fast. Like 2 MP or 2 MK would be okay. I mean, if you look at the opponent's health, you just need to hit them once, so no need to risk a big move like OD Palm. Oh, you know, that's jump 2 HP punish counter I think you missed. Oh. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
This is fake, by the way. So if you see OD light arrow kick, you can I think you can mash, right? Huh, guess you can't. Oh wow. Oh, that could have been a lot worse for you. I mean, this is okay, but you know. Oh, if you want to do this combo, you need to delay the jump heavy. You need to delay the jump heavy kick a bit more. Now, the only thing I'm doing differently to you is that before this part here, no, I am not going to press jump heavy kick as soon as I can. So I'm going to be not pressing it. So you pressed it instantly, right? Like here. You need to wait a few frames. So instead of pressing heavy kick here, you press heavy kick like here. And it will give you more plus frames on your knockdown, meaning your jump medium punch will connect. Because your opponent falls below the hurt box you're throwing out. But if you delay the jump heavy kick, you'll push them up a bit higher in terms of the juggle by a few frames, and things will connect like I just showed you. And then you can dash forward, command grab, or go for a DI because you're plus 26 after the dive kick. Ooh. I mean, this is whatever. It doesn't kill you, so it's, you know, it's fine. I think this is possibly could have whiff punished that whiffed OD palm. If you block dive kick, it is throwable. So well, you have to pay attention to how, like, if the dive kick hits your toes, then maybe you can, but you know, in most cases, the dive kick means that the turn is over for the opponent. So you can go for a throw or mash to LP, one or the other. You can on a forward throw, you're plus 23, and you can drive rush forward heavy kick. Go for something like that. That would be cool. Anyway. In this situation, you have, I'll show you again. Dash forward, 5 MP, palm, medium palm. Ooh, missed the anti-air. Missed the anti-air again, but got a punish counter sweep somehow. Oh, slow reactions. I think partly this was the problem if you fumbling your combos, or you said something like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I, you know, to fix that, you'll just have to train, go into training mode, have a lot of repetition with the combo you want to learn, and just do it in training room 10 times in a row, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm going to focus on hitting it once against a real person, and then from that point onwards, you'll just get more and more consistent. Until you don't drop stuff. That's basically how it works. If you want to command grab off this knockdown, you can 2MP. Or is it 2? Oh, this guy's a modern. It doesn't have 2MP. Fuck. Yeah. Very nice. You can turn P driver's command web. Although, you know, doing it off of only command grab, that's 3 bars, kind of expensive. Not worth it. Unless it kills. Not worth it unless the next interaction will kill. Oh, this is the first game, yeah. You can tell. Make sure you go into Wrecker when that target combo hits. You know, a forward dash is 19 frames, so anything you do after dashing it's not going to be your turn, so that command grab was not going to happen, even if I mean, you'd have to delay it. Oh, well, not delay it, but, you know, your opponent would have to do something weird. This would be a good time to target combo with 5 LP. Fortunately, you missed it. Yeah, that's why Jamie's dive kick is really good. Because although it has a massive hurt box, it also scoops people out of the air. So jumping out of the corner against Jamie is actually very difficult to do if the opponent can dive kick. And this Jamie is playing modern, so dive kick, doing instant dive kicks is not going to be a problem. That went okay. You know, there's not too much to say. Most of the problems you're encountering are not anti-airing, which I guess you're all too busy thinking about other things at drink level 4. That's okay. That's what the training room is for. Nobody can interrupt you at drink level 4. And then you can test stuff out. Akuma is a good one. Modern Akuma. Marissa will test your ability to use 5 HP. Oh, that's again. Aki is, can you perfect parry the fireball? I wonder, let's see what the Aki game is like. I guess maybe I'll play some ranked if I'm feeling up to it. I probably should, because I do intend to play in the World Warrior at some point and participate in my regions tournament, which is the UK's Assault Mine League. But I don't think I'm ready for it at 1400. I think I need to get to 1600 in ranked before I can consider competing in tournaments. You know, with a chance of not losing my first matches. Like, winning a few matches. I don't know. I mean, some people just play tournaments regardless of the skill level. Okay, the stage is taking 10 years to load. I'll give it a minute or so. Okay. Very tempted to hold F4. Oh my god. Okay, the gamble and OT palm, net you 2 drinks. Actually doing this against Zangief, very good. There is counterplay. The opponent can wake up drive rush button you, but Zangief can't do that, so take a note of that. Okay, anti-air mist. Could have been a lot worse than a punish counter throw. When we jump in, we want to use standing medium punch, it's +2 on block. So you want to go into medium punch here, not kick. Oops. And then if you're goaded like me, you can micro walk and get an extra 2 MP. Okay. But all you have to do here is just, you know, you jump in and make sure you just do your heavy punch. Why? Because it leads into your target combo like this. And that's a very easy way to confirm your, you know, back high. And you can start doing this. So instead of being +2, you're -6, which is drastically different. So make sure you 5 MP. It's your gorilla button. You know, that's gonna help you keep control of your turn. Okay. I would jump here and take the safe jump because I'm next to the corner. Generally, if you're next to the corner, all of your combos will deal more damage. That's why they're called corner combos. That does work actually. This does work. Your timing is just too slow. But it does work. Just so you know, it got buffed. It was a few frames faster. You know, don't let the fireball bully you. Wake up Bakaya. We'll stop that. It is a reasonable option, you know. If the Aki player isn't you know, if they're throwing out too many fireballs, you can sneak in a Bakai and punish them for it. Okay. We have a much better combo here. So you're going into 2MK Rekka, but what you should be doing is going from standing medium punch into target combo, and then that can go into Rekka, or kill light arrow kick like Bakai strike throw. And then it's judo time. Oh, that's unlucky. I think you just have to throw the Aki slide. That's the best answer to it. Aki players like to OD slide out of the corner. Unfortunately, I think you just have to throw it on reaction. This is okay, it will kill. But also OD Palm SA1, you know, would be a bit better if you can route to that. Okay. Do you have time to anti-air? Which is the good thing about Drivers 2LP. And then you go into something like that. Oh, you can't waste these. That's a 2 HP punish counter. Yep. Oh, that could be the Shenzhou combo as well. Very nice dive kick. You can punish for this the same way I told you of Dalsum. Though it's a lot harder. You know, that whip move, yeah. Actually, I wonder if... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just has a stupid hurtbox. Oh. Ah, maybe you can't do it. Guess that's just one of Aki's privileged moves. That was a good response. I would recommend this combo. That's a good combo if you can learn it. Not enough though. There we go. Make sure you spend all of your resources when you can kill the opponent. That's very important. It takes away the risk of actually losing to a reversal. All it takes is for the opponent to steal their turn back once, and you can lose the momentum of the match even if you're winning, so... It's very annoying. Because you could win 90% of the match, but the opponent can turn the game around to beat you just because they guessed right on one interaction, so... Removing interactions and winning in less moves is the goal, you know? That'll help out a lot. You know, don't be scared to take the drinks, you know? Like if I was you, right here, I'd just be limit testing, you know? Like I would actually, so you want to be greedy full screen. You want to make sure the opponent knows that you know they can't stop you from drinking unless they risk something. And once you've established that, you can start to counteract their game plan, because their game plan is now something that you've dictated, that you've changed the pace of the game to be, you know, stop my leveling up, stop my drinking, so. And that's much better than you dealing with what the opponent wants to do, so. You know, that's one of Jamie's hidden strengths, I suppose, the mind games around drinking. It's a bit more complicated than what I described, how to fully leverage it. Unfortunate. Missed the command. Missed the anti-air. It's unfortunate. I mean, this really... Yep, it would be the Shen Shao combo there. I actually did this a lot when I was learning Jamie. I would go into the medium racker. This happens a lot more often than you think when you're learning. Especially I'll get the 6 MK overhead instead of 5 MK, because I would walk forward and then forward 5 MK as the overhead. So jump 5 HK missed. After blocking that, you can try for drive rush 5 HP. I think before you also missed here you could have just pressed any button. Which is why I said earlier, you know, if you're gonna jump in, always follow it up with a button. Because you might just clip something like that. You might be drive impacting a lot, and then when you improve, you'll stop doing it, but actually, at a higher level, if you can correctly drive impact moves that are punishable, it's very much worth doing because you're taking away drive meter. Okay. Gotta have better interactions, you know, gotta go for the into whatever combo you want to do. I mean, 5 HK punish counter into crouching heavy punch, heavy palm would be fine as well. It's also, oh, it's a good option. Don't drive rush, it actually gives you less damage. What you want to do here is just dash forward, you have enough time. There, and there you go. It's actually a mistake to drive rush there. Or I would only drive rush if I'm mid-screen. But in the corner you can safely dash forward and pick up the opponent with 2 HP. Oh, perfect. Very nice. Okay. I guess that wraps it up, you know. Very consistent anti-airs for a silver leveled Jamie player. Very impressed by that. But aside as combos go, getting your OD palm sweep drink +4 strike throw, that's going to be your priority for improving. Yeah, your anti-airs are already decent, so and regarding some other things you said earlier, jump in, drive rush, confirm, punish, DI. From what I've seen, you know, getting better combos on the DI punish and actually not drive rush cancelling generally is going to be good for you. And when you jump in, make sure you jump in with button and then go into 5 MP. Jump medium kick, 5 MP, jump 2 HP, 5 MP. Make sure you do that instead of 2 MK, like jump medium kick 2 MK going into Wrecker. Because even if you get blocked, because you're +2, you can actually disengage relatively safely. So yeah, that's another thing to work on, which should be doable very quickly. And hopefully be a bit more, so finding situations where you can get your Shen Chao combo without drive rush cancelling, so the 5 HK punish counter juggle state. You know, make sure you're punishing big mistakes like a block sweep with 5 HK. And you can fold it up in different ways. Maybe not the Shen Shao combo for now, but you can go into 2 HP palm, 2 HP OD palm. Both are decent options, you know. Just make sure you're not getting a punish counter 5 LP target combo because you've halved your damage before it's already started. Basically, that's another thing that'll really help you out. Especially in that Jamie mirror, you know, you're leaving a lot of damage on the table with weak punish counter combos. So that's probably the last thing I'll say that will help you out. And I think that'll wrap up this replay review. You know, it's always nice when replay review comes in. Or from a new player, because everyone plays differently. Is that a bison I see? Oh, I can't be bothered. I mean, it's not going to be too interesting. I mean, the only thing I can say is you can tensei kick which is down and then 2 kicks. Down or 2 kick buttons, like light, and medium. Press at the same time. That can actually counter Bison when he jumps at you from full screen. But the tip with that is to wait for him to press a button in the air before you press a button. That would be the rule to not get yourself counter hit. Anyway, I mean, you can also do Wake Up DI. Bison is weak to that as well. Oh boy, what was this? 3 hours? Replay reviews are always fun. Maybe I'll play some ranked. Maybe I won't. I need to eat. Alright. See you guys. See you guys next time. It was good to do this replay review. It's very fun. Alright.